my beautiful followers. How is everybody doing today? It is kind of like gray and rainy here in Texas. I guess it is a little bit of a nice change since it has been so incredibly hot but it's a little cloudy. And so anyway, that's the weather forecast for today. But yeah, it is just like a little cloudy, so it's kind of nice to have a break from the hot sun. But this morning I wrote an article about what you're unleashing. So I was doing some of my mindset work, some of my personal growth work. I'm taking, my mentor is doing this course, and so I've been taking this course, and it has really been pushing me and expanding me. But she mentioned unleashing as I was listening to one of the trainings this morning while I was working out, and she mentioned unleashing, which is all my thing. Addison Unleashed or Addison Dead, if I continue to cough and choke on nothing, basically. But so she mentioned unleashing, and I was like yeah, like, because I'm always doing Addison Unleashed. And anyway, my point being is that I just felt inspired, and so I wrote this article about what you're unleashing into your life, and really like where you're stepping up and where you're not stepping up and where you're using excuses. But I was just getting gas because I need gas. It happens. All those, real life things that we all have to do. So I was getting gas today, and I was I'm just running errands before I have to go to my appointments for the day, because I have some yummy VIP clients that I love seeing, and I'm really excited. But before I go head off to see them, I wanted to get a couple things off of my list because I've been rocking it out. But I was sitting and getting my gas, and I looked down, and there was this phone on the ground, and I was like, I think somebody lost their phone, and I picked it up, and it's like all cracked, but I was like, it still worked. And so I was like, somebody's gonna be missing their phone. Hold on, let me move this so it's not, you guys are seeing me and not the parking lot. But so I took it in, and they're like, thank you. And the guy was like, why didn't you just keep it? Like, an iPhone's really expensive. You could have made money off of it. And like, they were like, that's really nice of you to go and do, to bring it back, and because I was sitting there like making sure that the phone got to the owner. I was messaging other people on their list because there was no protection on the phone, in order to make sure that this person gets exactly what they needed as far as like getting their phone back, and they got the messages. But these guys behind the counter were like, you should have just kept it. You could have sold it. You could have, done all this stuff with it. And I sat there and I went, okay, this actually really goes with my topic for this morning. And actually, I guess for the day is like, what are you unleashing in your life? And I sat there and I was like, why would I do that? Why would I do that? The truth is, why would I not return something that wasn't mine? Why would I put that negative energy and unleash that kind of negative energy into my life? I am very much the believer that to treat others as you would want to be treated. If I lost my phone, I would want somebody to turn it in. I would want somebody to turn it in, to message me, to do everything that they could to get me back my phone, because our phones hold so much that is so essential these days, really, honestly. And so, I'm watching this. I'm feeling distracted. More distracted than while I was driving, but I'm feeling distracted because there is this gentleman like screaming at this elderly gentleman in the parking lot and unleashing some really, really nasty energies. And so kind of back on topic is like, yes, like this this unleashing of our energies, and we can unleash in so many different ways in our life. So we can really unleash this beauty and this true soul purpose. We can release our message. We can get things off our chest. We can truly touch down deep into our core and go, okay, like, what is my message for the day? What is my message to the world in my relationships? This isn't just for coaches. This is for all of us. Every single day we are putting our message, our energy, our love, or our lack of love into the world. So when you're talking with your boss, when you're talking with your kids, when you are driving down the road, you are still unleashing energy. But then there is also the unleashing of self. So many of us will kind of walk on eggshells in our lives. And I know a lot of people go like, no, I don't walk on eggshells in my life. Like, I do me completely. But when they really touch down deep into their core, they're not actually living the life they desire. They're not actually stepping up. They're living more in that ego fear mindset, which we all do. So it's not a judgment. It's not like a stop living in your ego, yelling at you. Because I do it myself. We all do it. But it is a recognition of where we are holding ourselves back, where we are locking ourselves down instead of shining our beautiful light. But also recognizing that our actions actually do impact others. So I think there's this whole viewpoint going around right now, especially in the spiritual kind of community of like, you have no, it's not going around, it's been around, of like, you don't have any impact on other people. You can only, do the best that you can do and all that, which is true, and you don't have control over other people. However, there is a realization of being human and recognizing that, yes, your actions do have a ripple effect. That what you verbalize, what energy you put out, you are also impacting everybody around you by that. And so to take a second to really think about what you truly are unleashing into the world. Are you sending out beautiful energy? Are you sending out love into your world? Or are you more sending out negative energy, complaining, hateful energy, or just like a meh energy? Because that meh energy is actually worse than in my opinion, than you just being in a crappy mood. Because it is this like at least there's passion when you're angry or when you're sad. There's some level of like turn on. When we're in this like place, that's kind of what life feels like just this meh, like no energy place. At least when you're angry, or at least when you're sad, you have some energetic movement going on. And so look at kind of what you are putting out into the world. And that's not to say go put on a happy face just to put on a happy face. But it is to go, okay, how can I change my energy? How can I step up a little bit? How can I unleash myself just a tad more in my life? And that doesn't have to be like a huge change. Like this morning I decided, I was like, okay, well, I'm not really loving my exercise routine right now. Like I'm doing it, but like I'm feeling like a need for a change. And so I'm not going to tell you all what I'm doing, but because I'll probably announce it later on this week. But I was like, okay, I'm going to go try this class over here. I am going to make a fool out of myself. I am certain, and that's okay. But it is a change. It is in my exercise routine, just kind of like making a change, putting out a different energy, unleashing myself a little bit more, because there is vulnerability in trying something new that we've never tried. It doesn't have to be huge and massive. It could just be you verbalizing something that you haven't been able to verbalize in a relationship in your life. It could be instead getting up in the morning and instead of going straight to your phone, choosing to listen to a positive meditation or just take a couple minutes for self in silence. Yes, silence. I know it's hard, and tuning into self and going, okay, what do I want my day to be like, or affirming, or taking a few minutes of some meditation time. That's all it takes to really begin to move the needle. And then as soon as you get that energy moving, as soon as you begin to really tune into your soul, because I know a lot of people right now are like, yeah, but I don't have the motivation. I don't have the inspiration. I don't, like, it's not there. Well, that's okay. Like, we all have moments like that. But it is about doing something. It is about, if you never even try, if you never make any movement, then I promise you nothing's going to change. But if you at least take little steps here and there, I promise you these will come together, and eventually you will begin to expand. You will begin to pull the chains that are locking you down off of you. So find just one thing today to help you unleash just a little bit more. And also look at your intentions. Like that phone today. I could have taken the phone and like I need the money. Like I don't need like the pittance of money, because the fact is, like whatever money I would have gotten for a phone or keeping it for myself, like the negative energy that would have come back at me for that. And that is truly my belief. Is horrible. I believe at least like giving the phone back, and I believe that like the fact is I would want somebody to do that for me, so why am I not willing to do that for somebody else? I truly believe what we send out is what's going to come back to us. So start paying attention to what you're sending out more. Okay. All right, I'm going to go finish my errands for the day. I am so thankful for you all joining me today. If you're in the DFW area, I have a ton of events going on in person in August. So I have Summer Orgasm Camp, I have Tantric Integration Puja, and also I have Empowering Bitch, which is a body mapping art project for you ladies, so check all of that out. And you can also follow me at addisonbuild.net. It's all on my events page, it's all on my Facebook page, so just go scroll a little. And then also, if this message touched you at all, please like, share, comment, or tag somebody who needs to hear the message. All right, guys, I love you all. I hope you have a blessed day. Stop faking it till you make it, and go start living it. Go claim that expansive life that you know you are meant to have. All right, guys, I love you. Bye.